Welcome back. Oh, turns out I don't need the audio today. Okay, so today is called Murky. And I am slightly in a loss of time, so ideally it would not take that long. Ideally. Of course, I need to reattach my keyboard. Even though, honestly, at this point, I might as well keep it like that. I don't know. I want to put it a little bit closer, but I don't want to struggle to use my keyboard. So the idea for today, I want a pond of sorts, and inside the pond, I want this creature that I know I've seen somewhere, but I can't put my finger on where. Like some sort of monster kind universe. But yeah, regardless, just put it over here. Has some glaring eyes. And some kind of mustaches. So there's the nose. The mustaches, actually, those are gills. And all of this should be happening in like a pond. I think I need more on its design. As per the pond, I never drawn large bodies of water. Even though I think I should go for full black and then add the white in it. And the texture of like plants and shit. Let's make first off the doesn't feel like a riverside. Maybe if I maybe I need some trees to make it stand out. So I want because I can like build, let's say, a branch over here. But yeah, both feel very wrong. Because I want more depth in this photo. A lot more. Otherwise I can make it be an entire pond and just make some, just put a tree, dead branched tree. Like the closer one. I think this is way too big for what I'm trying to achieve. Okay, so speaking of foreground, yeah, this is still very close. So if I say put some waterways, some algae here. Again, all of this shit does not look vertical at all. Yeah, I think the tips of the trees are looking very, very bad. Doesn't feel like the tip of the tree. Maybe because they're not getting slimmer. Like they get. Yeah, they should get more progressively slimmer, no? Also, the water is kinda gonna reflect this. That's gonna be fun. Honestly, plus he looks very fluffy. But him I can fix him later on. I need to put the trees down. Need more trees, brother. I need trees and depth. A lot of it. I think most of it comes down from this pond feeling very vertical. But also, to be honest, how about if I pick him and put him way up here? And this way maybe we can create some distance and try to figure out how do I speak in the ponds. Like the pond green goo of plants and whatever not that you can see form over here. Not super sure on how this would work. Just gonna freestyle it. Bro, why do you steal my shit? Well, I mean, you can try. This shit is balls to be drawn. Are you already at the dev, or do you come later? Oh, okay. Okay, I think I understand what's the deal here. So this is the foreground yet. Kinda need to wrap it up. Okay. This pond looks nice. Have to detail everything else, but I think I'm gonna detail it later. And instead, let's try and put some more trees. And the reflection. Honestly, I can tell why I struggle so much against trees. Maybe because trees are so simple that you kind of have to get... Like, the simple stuff is harder to get right. We lightly sketch the other ones. Can make one be here closer. So feel a little bit the frame. Yeah, maybe I was going the wrong way by constructing these branches. That's why they made feel weird. It feels like trees, now that I look about it, have like some sort of back and forth rhythm. Yeah. So that feels nicer. Okay. I'm adding a little bit of depth, I feel. One big problem is making it pop, seeing as how much dark I'm gonna have to use. How much dark I need to use. So that's not gonna be that neat. Maybe he can glow a little bit. Maybe I can gray the area close to him so that looks neater. Also, speaking of him, his gills. Okay, this makes him look a little bit more monstrous. And the top lightning. Like the evil lighting. Yo, Adri, thanks. Thank you, man. Appreciated. We can like scratch here some shadows. It's gonna look a little bit more menacing, right? And like build, so there's the nose and build some mouth. Just a tiny bit. Ugly ass teeth. He looks more stupid than ugly. I gave myself 2 shock OTP before you start streaming again. Aww. Fair enough. Thanks anyways. Thanks, Adri. Hope you guys enjoying the stream. Me, you and me. But I want to get fast with this because the Dev Fest, I kind of want to go to the Dev Fest. I'll have to use it for anyone else anyways. Yeah, same. If somebody else becomes Prime in ours, I'm gonna give it to them. Sometimes use it for the Primagen, but just because I don't have anyone else who streams, so you know, it's whatever. So for today, this will do as a sketch. You guys made fun of me. Not you, Adrian, but the Dungeons and Dragons crew made fun of me because of my challenges, like drawing 250 cylinders. But man, you do draw a lot of cylinders when there's actual drawing involved. Okay, so I freestyle always my drawings, but today is gonna be even a bigger freestyle. Okay. Okay, so there's part 1. Okay. Can I get a big head? Good. So I don't quite know where this monster comes from, but I seen it like Striscia Notizia, so guessing must be some fucking old movie. Maybe let's make more thieves. Man, thieves are tough to make without making something look stupid. So a little bit of water droplets. There are a few scales on this shit, I've noticed. Yeah, it's not that scaly, but I think like it must have a little bit. So I'm gonna put some. I'm gonna put a little bit on like above his gills, maybe over here. Because let's do some scale kind. No, I would imagine like there must be some scales, right? It's like a fish monster. So okay, doesn't look even that bad, to be honest. Now, the bigger problem is I need to give him some way to pop out of the water because the water should be the blackest part. So I'm gonna start by making a bunch. Go home with the black and then we're gonna come back from it. Maybe even slightly less desaturated a little bit. But feels way overblown. Let's desaturate even more. Let's go with grayish. Now, truth be told, now I'm covering everything in the pond, so all of my texture has gone to shit. Okay, better. Let's think more about my dude. Probably even smarter if I just put one layer below this one. Okay, yeah, this looks promising. So blocking out the river, and then we will work out on the details. Like around him, I'm gonna erase himself and work separately on his skin texture. Maybe even leave the white in the eyes. Like this is the part where he's gonna glow the most. Okay. As for everything else, I want to soft delete some stuff. Yeah. and give it a little bit of a glow. Okay, doesn't feel too bad. And with the sharp eraser, I'm gonna give a little bit of texture to the water. Okay, this is not sharp enough. Now this eraser sucks balls. I'm gonna take the pen, make it white. Okay, good. So we can sculpt a little bit of the water outside, you know? Bit of a negative drawing kind of style. And there's this tiny bit of water reflection around him. I don't know, I think it feels sweet. Yeah, not a bad effect. Now on this layer, let's block some more shadows around with actual black. Maybe a thinner. Like in the form of his nose and stuff, so we can give him a little bit more of a nose detail. Okay. And same for the forehead. Okay, I don't like this position of the hand. I do find cross-hatching relaxing, but man, I can't imagine being out there and cross-hatching while you have a deadline. Must feel like shit. Growing up, I think always more and more about everything that we consume and how harder it must be to produce. Like the other day, I was watching, the other day, it was yesterday, I was watching Rush Hour, and I thought, man, oh man, did they just blow up a car? Like a car is, even 20 years ago, a car is not cheap. So it feels very weird to just blow up a car. Now, I know in the terms of a movie, it's not that much money, but still feels, it's the first thing that comes to mind, like, damn, that's a lot of money spent down on the drain. So I think that all of this part can also use a little more cross-hatching. Yeah, let's cover up the teeth. Or let's do anything about the teeth. They look terrible. I think that they look way too much human. So when I was drawing, the the feeling that all of this is taking a long time makes me always consider the economic aspect of the stuff that I watch or read. Like the only one that doesn't really scare me too much, I think, would be writing. I realize that it takes time. It's still consuming as an activity, but the relative amount of money and the mistakes you can clear is, I think it's more permissive as a medium. Like a lot of people do it as a side quest. Of course, they're not good at it probably, but still something that you can do as a side quest feels like doesn't feel as bad as some stuff that you have to be there 1000%. Okay, so maybe work out on the green goo around this shit over here. God damn it. All right. White pencil. I was going with the right pencil, but probably maybe I can do another layer and overlap this shit, like somehow. Because I think I'm gonna put another layer of gray. Okay, so there's going to be some gray on this side. So let's gray everything out. Damn, this shit doesn't. I can't see anymore my layer. Okay, now I can. Excuse me a second. So yeah, this does not help. Like that gray is way too little to understand anything. Oh no, it was a problem of a layer. Not quite. Always close the lines. Good life advice that I don't follow. I definitely went way overboard with this concept. How long even? I'm only 30 minutes in. Shit. You know, in my head, it felt quicker. But one thing that maybe play good if I don't actually finish the texture that much. That might even help me out a teeny tiny bit. Yeah, today I definitely went. Like today, I don't know, I felt like going so hard even though I have to go. But I guess maybe there's nothing insane going on this early in the morning on in the festival, but still feels stupid on my part to go this hard today of all days. Okay, I have a shit ton of shit to gray out. So actually, let's go double it up. So finish the black layer behind everything. Good. Very well. Now this goes on top. Fabulous. Okay. And let's gray out everything over here. This should simplify my life a little. Then we add textures, then we think about the trees. That should feel a tiny bit more simple. And the bucket, not feeling that great for a while now. Starting to feel like a noir kind of thing. God damn it. Nope. Absolutely suboptimal. Hey, ice. Bella bella. See, I'm doing a little bit different this time. Still want to do the advent this year. Not in Rust, but December you will see me program. But now my hobby is drawing. Gonna be honest, I miss streaming. Sometimes people popping up, friends or random users is always nice. Feels less alone when you do this kind of shit. Also, it feels like drawing makes a little bit easier to speak and work at the same time. Last year it was rough to think and try to say anything. Okay, tell you what, I mistook the wrong. I made the wrong turn. I should have first of block the gray and then worked on the details of the pond. God damn it. Maybe if I disable this layer. Still, son of a bitch. But why? Not the close gap, not the tolerance. Area scaling? No. Oh, fucking. Whatever. Just have to work out this quirk. Okay. Now. Let's work this shit out better this time. So, do I see anything? A tiny bit. Unironically, this could serve me a lot like extra. Some extra texture. This is a big chunk, so maybe not that much, but it gives it a nice look. Okay. Never imagined that cutting corners sometimes could help to the piece. But yeah, this feels nice because it feels like it's crumbling little by little away. So maybe, unironically, this is even a blessing in disguise. Yep. Looking solid. Should also project the tree down, so not good at reflection. Good. And the later part, I think I'm gonna try to make it less and less. So let's go way thinner. Because I want to like fog it out, so I'm gonna make it less visible in that part. Back to 20. Tomorrow I'm treating it like a rest day. Tomorrow I want to do something that is less than an hour. Okay. Looking solid. Kind of have to texture it up a little. Now, technically, I should texturize also the pond, even though I'm not in the mood at all to texturize it. Because there's also the reflections of the trees. Well, I came this far, might as well. I don't have any white to pick. Okay, here. Also, the tree could use a tiny reflection over here. Same for this guy. Oh, no, it's becoming a little dreamy. Very bizarre, both in physics and in where I'm going with it. Thankfully, we only have the trees. And trees are gonna be for black. Nothing to add, just black. I think they will pop now if they come full black. Am I making the same mistake as last time? Yes. precisely the same mistake. Okay, let me stop myself before doing that. So let's rough it out where my trees should go, and then I'm gonna build everything afterwards. Finally, I'm gonna mix every layer, draw a little bit, make it less visible in the background, and that should do it. This is my longest session in a while of drawing. Usually go for a quick 10-20 minutes, like half an hour. Should plan more stuff that I have to attend. So I work out on my stuff, on my drawing. Okay, so okay, this eraser feels good. All right, I was doing white. Honest, it's not that bad to do subtraction drawing. Feels very neat. Makes everything a little bit more crooked and works very well for the tree aesthetics. Maybe not. Looked better as a close-up. Nope. This looks like complete as actually. Like more as than I expected it to look. Where part of it is my sketch underneath is not that great. That's definitely not helping. Now, as per usual, I would want to add a little bit of texture, but I don't know if it makes sense on the trees. Since they're pure black, I think they will pop either more or I think they will pop too much. Okay. This is the part that feels worst out of everything that I done today. Maybe it's even the fatigue that's catching up. Yeah, I finished the fun part of it, and now I just tired. I want to put it down, but this is very close to being done, so just gonna struggle through it, get it done, see what goes on at the end. Cry, go to the dev fest, and eat a free meal from Google. Maybe do some networking. I'm not sure. Like last year, I was looking for a job. This year, it's more like I actually have to see if there's any conference that I want to listen to. Yeah, the trees look shit. Okay. So I don't know about the tree business. Also the mixing. Did I use white somewhere? Because that might become very apparent when I mix the shit. I gotta say they look like low res stuff. Like low res video games assets. Yeah, no, we're not going. Not gonna do that trees this way anymore. Definitely not. It works though with more chaotic stuff in nature. That one makes it work quite nicely. Okay. Yeah. It is something. I'm a little bit afraid to merge stuff. tiny bit. No, it worked out great. Now erasing probably not amazing, but let's give it a try. No. So let's give it a try for a soft air brush. Okay, tell you what, not that bad. No, the trees look like shit, but making that little concession, I don't hate it. God damn it. Like overall, I don't dislike it. Export to PNG. This is day 4. Okay, meanwhile, let's close up some stuff. Wait for the ad to stop showing, and I'm off I go. Alright then, the ad's gone. I'm done. I'm gonna be streaming again tomorrow, I think. Don't know. See how tomorrow turns out, because today was longer than expected, so tomorrow might be earlier. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the subs. See ya.